hide. Indignant finding truth between the lines. Genesis of discordia, bringing a mic into the political arena. Even the corporate-owned mass media couldn't hide all the people FEMA let die during Katrina. A perfect opportunity for development of new regulations, giving Blackwater paramilitary a new station in the event of another emergency in our nation. They started rigging the Constitution, and the sad part is nobody cares enough to do shit. You fucking sheeple are useless. Genesis is Discordia, life scientist, son of Saturn, Cyclone, G malicious, murder bloody on the beat.
What's new? Just a different angle to the huge hustle. Down spiral has begun while the government is pimping you. President's skin color never really mattered. People dying on the streets while their pockets getting fatter, and you know they're getting paid while they're steadily destroying overpopulated land never meant for your territory. Ignoring all the rape and murder in the history, and the elders tell the story while you think it's all a mystery. Y'all might be blinded, but it's clear to me I'm seeing it. They're trying to put an end to the international power struggle, orchestrated within a secret political hustle. Anybody refusing to cooperate is getting muscle. They make you think they're doing the right thing, so you trust them. Ain't important to them, acknowledge you as a person unless you're speaking against them. Brainwashing has begun, bear witness to your demise of a well-thought-out system.
Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Fuck the new world orders, building the foundation of lies. Open your eyes, my third eye shine bright like the sun. They got me on the run, a fugitive because I refuse to accept they slithering ways like the rest you shivering lanes. My brain waves intercepted and decoded the message. When I transformed into perceptor, the scientists make knowledge more regardless of the doubting skeptics. Believe what you want, motherfuckers, it's your death wish. But I'ma keep swinging on devils till I'm breathless. Countless nights of being restless, plotting my next move. I stay recluse, growing anger every time I see Obama on the tube. The Cobra Commander-in-Chief, they changed the skin color from the last one that gained more belief. Y'all went from the burning bush filled with lies to a nigga under the sea with a PhD. Prepping humans for destruction through mind abduction. I'm like the baking soda arm with a hammer so they can't touch this. Then the sense of discordia rain on their parade like crop dusters with some sort of substance. Not recognized by many as called the truth. But y'all walking cadavers would never know if it hit you in the face. Panphobic motherfuckers taking everything on face value. When to them your life has no value. Going through life like cattle. Mark of the beast, brand you barcode, scan your hand for food. Document your every move, Jack Hanna, humanimal planet. I'm on some Hannibal, B.A. Baracus, 18 plotting to destroy them bastards. Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't.
If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen.
Brainwashing has begun, bear witness to your demise of a well-thought-out system.
Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways, what? We blaze the truth up, not paid for this, but hip-hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't.
But then immortal swarm of poisonous secular order storms in like sorcerous swordsmen, caught in the fist of a fascist empire. I blast back with me under fire, burning at 451 degrees Fahrenheit like literature fire. Getting your minds deprogrammed from the whole scam. Motherfucker ain't my Uncle Sam, man. Old Sam's a sham, slamming protesters' faces in the concrete. My whole mob's deep like Prodigy, wreaking havoc on you cop beasts. Watch these Molotovs leak, styrofoam, napalm on martial law streets. You'll step off and it's all peace, but if not, I'm rapping demonic politicians in sheets. Even a patriot act can't abolish my speech is freedom. I see demons in your eyes every time you read your speeches leaking with lies and surfers thieves in the night. You see I read the things you tried to hide. Indignant finding truth between the lines. Genesis of discordia, bringing a mic into the political arena. Even the corporate-owned mass media couldn't hide all the people FEMA let die during Katrina. A perfect opportunity for development of new regulations, giving Blackwater paramilitary a new station in the event of another emergency in our nation. They started rigging the Constitution, and the sad part is nobody cares enough to do shit. You fucking sheeple are useless. Genesis is Discordia, life scientist, son of Saturn, Cyclone, G malicious, murder bloody on the beat.
What's new? Just a different angle to the huge hustle. Down spiral has begun while the government is pimping you. President's skin color never really mattered. People dying on the streets while their pockets getting fatter, and you know they're getting paid while they're steadily destroying meant for your territory. Ignoring all the rape and murder in the history. And the elders tell the story while you think it's all a mystery. Y'all might be blinded, but it's clear to me I'm seeing it. They're trying to put an end to the international power struggle. Orchestrated within a secret political hustle. Anybody refusing to cooperate is getting muscled. They make you think they're doing the right thing, so you trust them. Ain't important to them, acknowledge you as a person unless you're speaking against them. Brainwashing has begun, bear witness to your demise of a well-thought-out system.
Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways what we blaze the truth up. Not paid for this, but hip hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Wake the fuck up, we raise the stakes up, blaze the snakes cut. Y'all can't change our ways what we blaze the truth up. Not paid for this, but hip hop run through our veins, so we say what y'all won't. Fuck the new world orders built on the foundation of lies. Open your eyes, my third eye shine bright like the sun. They got me on the run, a fugitive because I refuse to accept they slithering ways like the rest you shivering lanes. My brain waves intercepted and decoded the message. When I transformed into perceptor, the scientists make knowledge born regardless of the doubt and skeptics. Believe what you want, motherfuckers, it's your deathless. But I'ma keep swinging on devils till I'm breathless. Countless nights of...
And good morning, everyone on this side of the planet. And good day to the rest of y'all, and good evening wherever you are. Hi, this is Robert J. Morris, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, I had a few technical issues. Kind of prevented me from doing anything halfway decent there earlier. And then I got sidetracked working on a few bits and pieces. But
Begun, bear witness to your demise.
get back over there, you prick. Anyway, sorry, that was me clicking the wrong thing. But just gonna get my OBS out of studio mode. And that's good right there. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. I am gonna tune in on my phone there just to see if I've got any volume going out. So, yeah, I figure what I'm gonna do is I got a few tasks I have to do. So I figured I'd just go and bop around and just do a bunch of shit and blather on while I did that. And well, what I kind of need to do now is finish setting up a few things. We got to get a caching system going. We have to get the back end to work a bit more efficiently. And now that I got things kind of sort of rolling, I'm going to pretty much knock those things off the list and show you what we've done here with linking Cloud 42 over to the radio station's back end and its secure file transfer server. So give me a second here. I'm just going to pull up this. All right. Is it doing that again? All right.
Okay, I'm a bit too much of a smartass for my own good. I know it.
You're in here, Brian. Oh, I had a feeling somebody was in the chat with me, but that was because I was playing back another test from before. That's hilarious. Anyway, let me get unfucked here. That one, this is the one I want. All right, hopefully I got... All right, good. Okay, that's all I want to know. Okay, good. Seems to be sounding all right. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll also pull up the chat here, so if you guys end up over on the YouTube chat, I got you there. I'm also in the chat on Discord in the lobby, so if you have any questions or you want to bitch at me, go for it. I'm in there. Influence Freedom, how are you? Greetings. Yes. All right. So, all right. Let's do. I just did an update earlier, so we gotta do a little something over here. Yeah, all systems are check. All right. Oh no, there's my phone number. Now it's out there. Everyone has it. Or if you can get a phone call in edgewise, I dare you, because the goddamn marketing agencies are all tying up my phone. But anyway, okay, so what do we got here? All right, so we're into the actual uh, administration setup for Next Cloud, which is the software I'm using for Cloud 42. It is open source and free software. There is a paid service on their own servers, but you can actually download this and put it on your own server if you would. And this is kind of like I said before, this is the foundation of the file structure, like the file system that a user would basically utilize to store all of their stuff, and it's the branching point from where they can promote their material, and everything will feed off of this. So if we go over here to the AzureCast, let's go down to manage these music files. So this actually does have an SFTP server built in. So what I've gone and done is I've created a folder called SFTP uploads. And then over here under Cloud 42, we actually have under external, where is it? External storages. I was literally able to connect to the SFTP server from here and add it in as an external storage. So that way, if you were to go, let's say, go to files, the folder name Radio Play is actually a live, secure file transfer protocol server system. So basically, that's going to be linking that so that we can throw songs or audio files into a playlist on the radio station over at radio.epgn.ch. The public front end's not finished yet. I still have to do that. I have all the back end stuff kind of completed almost, but it's the front end, which is just going to be a simple player, a schedule, or basically a schedule, a player, and the whatever hosts and DJs and information about the shows and shit like that. Your standard fare. But anyway, so here we go. This isn't really going to resemble the finished look. I mean, obviously, we got to customize a lot of things for the end user when they first come in. It'll be a little different. It'll be a lot different, hopefully. Got to theme this, got to skin it, a whole bunch of shit. But anyway, yeah. So, like for instance, you go into Radio Play. I just went and uploaded a couple random tracks. I won't play them because you know how copyright strikes work. But back to the actual player. If we go over to like our playlists, for instance, I can basically go, I can say, hey, let's add a playlist. I'll go, it's a general rotation. Okay. Or once per X number of songs. We'll say number of songs between plays. We'll say it's 5 songs between plays. And the playlist name we give it, we'll just say test playlist. And source. We won't allow a request today, but we will be doing that. I will be adding in playlists that are on a request basis so that you can literally have an on-demand kind of a service. Just want to see if I forgot anything important in here. Not really. All right, save changes. Boom, bada, bing, bong. All right. And so that's the playlist there. Now we go to the music files. Then we'll go to SFTP upload. And I'll just select these guys. I'll go playlists and call it test playlist. Say save. And now these are basically going to be associated with that. Looks like it's done its thing there. Yeah. Okay, good. And then if we go back to where are we here? I almost forget how to do this again. There's so many goddamn things involved. Anyway, so playlist, blah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go back to the automated assignment. Where is it here? Where are we? Ah, here we go. Auto DJ service. Okay, so for every 5 songs that play, what's going to happen is it's going to basically drop in one of the 2 songs from that playlist. So I do have. This isn't really the front end though. This is just the stock shit that's in the Azuracast program that we use for the radio station. I will be doing an absolutely original front end for the radio station, which will have a player of our own there, and it'll duplicate what you see here pretty much. So it's not really, OBS Studio reconnection successful. Did OBS just die on me? It doesn't look like it. Weird. Okay. Strange messages. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a shitty introduction. So we're going to get out of there for a moment. We need to go to the settings here. Since I just did an update and got everything backed up, we're going to do an overview. This thing's going to basically go through, go to a system and security diagnostic. Yeah. All right, so we got to set the memory cache, like I was saying. And some comments database again. All right, let's start at the beginning. First things first, I'm going to set up the cron job here. It's WebCron, Ajax, but off. All right. Okay. Where are we looking here now? Yeah, cron. So this is what we need to do. Hey, I see Scarlts there in the Discord chat. How you doing there? See if I gave you the roles you need here. go. Fuck this goddamn keyboard. All right. Let's get over here. All right, then. All right. What we got here? Cron tab. Yeah. Should I sudo that? Yeah. Watching Rob type. Isn't it awesome? So what I'm doing here is I'm setting up a cron tab. What cron does in Linux is basically it's a timer based system that basically launches scripts or functions or starts or stops or gets a status on services that are running on the server. That's all you really need to know about that right now. I'm just typing in -u. It's gonna operate under the username www-data, so that way it has access to the Apache web server. And now we just got to basically point it to, and what's my folder for that? That would be home, cloud 2, public HTML, C42, /cron.php. There we go. I think that's it. Hoping it is. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Well, apparently it's not perfect. Oopsies. Unrecognized option. -E. Edit users cron tab. What? And append this line. That didn't work for the shit. PHP-F doesn't work. All right. And this is how we troubleshoot. PHP. Parse and execute file. Huh. Huh. Is that how you do it? All right. Let's try that on its own. What does it do? Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. All right. Let's go with nano. Nano. All right. You're probably not going to be able to see it in the bottom of the window, so I'll just bring it up here. And to append this line. Okay. That's what it meant by append. So we were opening up a text file. Good. All right. And then this folder's going to change. Isn't this fun? Yeah, see? This is what I've been doing for the last goddamn 3 months. Yeah. But I'm the only nutsack doing it because I have no friends. Whoops. And I think that's what we have there. Yep. And boom, bada bing, bong, bong, bing. So what's the whole point of this, you're asking? Well, for this particular aspect, what we're doing is like I said, we're getting the cloud-based system set up. Now, in Cloud 42, there's going to be a whole ton of apps. There's going to be groupware apps that you can do things in groups with other people, and collaborate on projects, writing, or whatever you want to do. The idea behind the radio station is to simply allow people to put their material out there and be broadcast, and promote yourself. We'll also be doing something similar with writing. We'll be able to have a gallery of writing projects, as well as photos and static, like, visual arts. And there's also going to be like several different individual stations as well when it comes to the radio. Now, I'm also duplicating the same kind of concept with video as well, but I'm still a little late in the race because I haven't settled on what software I'm going to use yet. I'm still kind of looking. All right, good. Technically, that should be done now. All right. OBS Studio disconnected, reconnecting. Why is that connecting and reconnecting? You guys, if you're still listening, if I haven't bored the shit out of you and you've left, how's the stream? Is it still holding up? Is it actually streaming? It looks like it's still streaming. Okay, all right. All right, let's yeah, I think it's a connection issue. I think that's all it is. Because I see that happening also. Yeah. Who knew it wouldn't be perfect? Oh well. What up? Scroogle. Anyway, let's see here. Where's the chat window again? So I can pull that up. Sorry, I keep saying I'm going to keep an eye on the chat, and then I don't, because I'm a dick. All right, so, fellow man. Hey there, how's it going, bud? Wake and bake now. Awaken world. And Salty Saves, how you doing? And Awaken World. Do you know code, i.e. the software, your show? My skill level in coding is widely ranged. I've been doing mostly web coding, so application coding, not so much. when I say web coding, I really just mean like editing other people's scripts. I mean, technically, I'm certified in C++ and C language skill. Like, so any subset of C or C++, like PHP, you know, Perl script, I don't know, there's a whole whack of them right now. Actively, I'm kind of working mostly with like PHP and Perl and things like that. But I mean, there's C sharp. There's a whole whack of different. I can learn that I can, since the syntax is pretty close and the fundamentals of programming remain the same. So once you get past the syntax, I mean, you can pretty much handle any language. You know, it's the what makes a difference is the object orientation aspect of it. So like if you've got a C++ background, you'd be able to code in, you know, any object oriented language, you know, as long as you get past the syntax and you know and the formatting rules and what have you. But ultimately, I mean, if you know programming, the basic constructs, like, you know, loops, condition statements, comparisons, like you know, value by reference or by value, like all of these things apply to programming basically. So I think learning languages is easy once you have a solid, you know, a solid understanding of when to use what. And not only that, guys, you know, coding's not that difficult because everything's pretty much already been done. You just got to find it, copy, paste it, edit it, and Frankenstein it into your own fucking code, because ultimately that's how it's done. I mean, if you go and do it yourself every step of the way, you're not doing yourself any favors. You're just reinventing the fucking wheel, and you're probably going to do a shit job at it. So fucking go after all the open source code you can find, learn what it does, and you know, you could probably write programs just by snipping, cutting, pasting, and editing. You know, once you know what it is you're doing, I mean, then it comes pretty easy. Now, I'm using open source programs for a reason, because then if I have to, last resort, then you go into the code base and you actually edit the program to do what it is that you want it to do if it doesn't have the feature set that you're really looking for. Now, I might have every single feature that you want, but a key one. So that's when you're going to have to get creative and make it a feature yourself. I'm trying to use all of the features out of the box first to get the functionality that we're looking for. And then from that point forward, we start, once you get the base functionality, then you start going after the smaller features. And then, you know, basically then you start really customizing the software at that point. But right now I want to take everything from the non-custom approach out of the box, and then start nailing down every feature that I can. And then, you know, whatever I'm left with, well, let me see what works and what doesn't work, basically. So, where were we here now? Ding dong dong. All right. I think what we're gonna do. Now that cron job should be running every 5 minutes. So if I do this, it says last job execution ran 27 days ago. Something seems wrong. All right. And this is the process. You fucking thing doesn't work. Look up thing, read thing, figure thing out. Pretty much rinse, wash, repeat through the whole goddamn process. That was the page I was just sitting on. It's goddamn same friggin' page. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, no, that's a system D. You have to place a pathwire next cloud. Yeah, I did that. No cron tab entry for that. PHP-F Cloud 42 publication. I gotta make sure that I've got the right folder. Do I? Let's see here. I most certainly do. Oh, what's the okay. Let's just run it manually right now while we can. Home Cloud 42 public. So it's been 25 days since it ran. I'm assuming it's supposed to go every 5 minutes. */5. Because what is it? Console has to be executed with the user that owns the file. Config.p. Oh, right. God damn it. All right. Oh, okay. That's why. I was using the wrong goddamn user. All right. That's no big deal. That's the one we want there. Huh? Oh, that's a group. Okay. All right, good. Okay. So that's the right one. Okay. And let's try that again. Yeah, I had the wrong username. See the way it works very similarly on Mac and Windows as well. Like basically any file access is accessed by a user. The administration user on the system is the admin usually, or what's referred to as a super user or root. And on a POSIX compatible system or POSIX based system like Linux or Unix or whatever, it's usually root. And Mac, since it's kind of a distant relative of Linux, it has a similar structure as well. Let's see here. Let's get down here. I'm just basically repeating what I did before, but with the right damn user. Technically, that would have worked, but it's not going to get called up because that user's not running that specific site. Because you can select what user is accessing the Apache web server files, for a particular site. So that way, let's say I rent out hosting space to somebody. We can isolate their website. It operates the website under that user's name. Everything is kept separate. The quota system's kept separate. The file security is kept separate under that name. And executable files, when they run, will run as that user and with that user security level. So if a virus, let's say, gets in or something, and the virus is executed by that user, well, the thing can't do fuck all because that user has no access. So the virus running under that user's privileges doesn't have access to fuck anything up. That's basically how it works. So anyway, moving on. Just gotta type this in here. Home /cloud 42 / public _ HTML C42 / cron.php, and I think that's going to have her right there. I'm going to take that and highlight that. I'm just going to give that a quick copy. So show you why in a second. Save the modified buffer. Yes. And now we're going to do that. Now we're just going to run that cron tab file or cron tab job. And oh, now it's going to do. Console has to be executed with the user. God, yeah, okay. It's still good. Right. Right, exit. So I exited out of root. Now it's gone to my user, Tabrion. So we got a ch user. Cloud or two. Is it? How do I switch user? A second here. Oh, it's almost impossible to remember every goddamn command, and I find it impossible to remember 10 of them. So what we got going on over here in the chat? I haven't seen any disconnection warnings or anything. Is it still been buffering, or is it seem to straighten itself out? I think it's just literally a connection issue. I think it's just shit internet. It's all the homebodies staying at home watching Pornhub. Change user. Yeah, so on. Probably totally lost you guys by now. Or bored the shit out of you, or bored you to death. I don't know. But yeah, this is as exciting as what I do gets. Some people love it. Some people are forced to do it. I'm in a position where if I want a new platform, I have to build it. And if you want a platform, give me a hand. No. No. But I do appreciate you guys coming out, watching this either live or post stream. Please give me some feedback. Like, what do you want to see in a social networking platform that has usefulness? Like, something that can come out of it, something to work towards, aside from collecting memes, and bullshit. That's my angle. But the biggest thing is the censorship aspect. I mean, obviously, this is one of the things that has been driving me to this for years now. If anybody that knows me, like, I absolutely, like, I'm sick. I'm sick of the double standards. That whole thing going down with Parler is a big issue. I mean, I'll tell you why. Because I think it's section 230 something. I can't remember the number. I wish I could remember the number of the of the order, but it's basically the law states that a provider is not responsible for the content that the users of the service are posting. And, you know, what's happening with Parler, though, is that apparently they are responsible for the information that their users are posting. Google's not responsible for what its users post. Facebook's not responsible for what its users post, but Parler's responsible for what its users post. So they just deleted them from the internet, which brings us to another issue. They can only do that with validation and support. Like, you need basically an order, and it has to come from somewhere for a company to shut you down. And if you're with an American hosting company and a court says, "Oh, well, we have a court order to to turn off a website or a domain or whatever," then it's going to happen because it's happening within the jurisdiction. This is why the servers in Iceland, people. Iceland respects privacy laws. In fact, they don't even like journalists poking around up there. Second to that, basically, it would take more than a court order for them to even look at something. Like, a serious law would have to be broken. There would have to be an exchange of value between the two nations, the one that's making the request and the one that's providing it. And it's a big, it's a big problem. I mean, there's some sites out there that are doing like software piracy and shit, and they've been running for ages. So basically, the .ch is a Iceland. Is a Swiss. No, .ch is I forget now. IS is Icelandic. SH is Swiss. Yes. Okay, I think it's Swiss. I'm almost certain it's Swiss. I'm at a loss. I'm fucking having a brain fart. But anyway, point is that the jurisdictions are multiple. So, and I have fallback domains as well. So, I mean, the server's physically and geographically located in a place where, politically speaking, cannot be turned over or turned off. It can only be turned off if my partner and I don't pay the damn bill. That's it. And then on top of that, having like Swiss domain names and Icelandic domain names, again, they're out of domain name jurisdiction. So like if I had a .com, which I do have a .com, echelonpublishers.com, which is going to be the domain under which we're going to be providing free, simple websites for print and visual media that you want to share in a long form, like website kind of format. And that's a .com. Now, if something were happening there, damn right, the U.S. or Canada, anyone within the .com jurisdiction can get that order. And whoever the registrar is, which I think in this case is, I think I got that domain with domain.com back in the day. Anyway, so yeah, they could totally be compelled to turf the DNS records for, domain name server records for echelonpublishers.com, and it would be gone. However, I still have an IP address and virtually hosting it on it. They cannot take down the server though. So I just waltz in with another domain name and it's on the server physically. So it's, that's an easy fix, and they still don't beat you. They still don't beat us. No, I win every time. When I was setting things up with Amanda Mary Jewell back in the day, every time she put a website up, it would get shut down. Every time she put a website up, she'd get shut down. Time and time again. Not been shut down once since I got in there and fixed that situation. So, using that as an example, I decided to carry on with it because the only way to have a constitutionally minded website with zero censorship. I mean, unless you're doing some really nasty illegal shit. I mean, I'm not going to censor you. I don't care what you're saying. Start up a group, say it to a bunch of your folks. I don't care. Like, it's not, it's not up to me to care. Like, I mean, unless you want me to care, then I'll have a look, but really, I mean, that's the whole freedom of speech thing here. I mean, like, everybody has to have their voice. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, like, no, I ain't going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was thinking, but you probably know what I was thinking. But anyway, point is that I don't care what it is you're going to say. You can say pretty much just about whatever you want, and we'll take care of it at the frontier level, the frontier justice. You want to cause shit and wreak havoc? Well, you're going to have to deal with every single one of us. That's my view on the whole thing. Like, yeah, you're gonna piss around like that. All right, so choosers not. I thought change user was a command. I guess it's fuck that. All right. So anybody seeing stuff over here? Thanks, Salty. That's better. Good. Wake and bake. Now, has anyone seen that CDC guidelines are now part of YouTube guidelines? If you say anything that goes against the CDC, it's against YouTube policy. Man, I've been seeing this come down the pipe since 1995 when I was in radio broadcasting, and I learned that the Associated Press was where everybody gets their news from. They were constricting the news then. They're doing it now. Now that the news is bi-directional, meaning that you can put stuff out as well as receive information, they're clamping down on the cocksuckers. Like, the free internet, the free hippie internet day is over. Like, it's done. That ship has set sail, guys. Forget who built this fucking thing. It was DARPA. They built this. So, you know what that means. Now, they built a technology, which, granted, I mean, a lot of people have learned how to use it to their advantage because, again, the technology is just a technology. It has rules. So people have learned some of those things. I'm not going to pretend that I'm smart because I don't know half of that shit. Christ, I can't even remember how to switch users. Hey, Twanger. But, yeah. Look, and YouTube owned by Google. Huh. But Google is owned by Alphabet. They couldn't even string a bunch of letters together. They said, fuck it. All of them. Just call it Alphabet. Fuck you, Alphabet. But I digress. Anyway, so I guess we're going to do it the SU road then. All right. Okay. I guess I'll do it that way. SU Cloud 42. Oh, fuck off. I hate this keyboard. All right. Now we're talking. I think we're going. Boom. Oh, man. Strip it down. Wow, okay, it's doing stuff. Didn't take that long before, so that's good. What I mean to say is, it didn't take that long to fuck up before, so now it looks like it's actually doing something, which is good. All right, fantastic. Yeah. Listen, once I get past this stage of testing out, setting things up, and start getting people in on here and using it, and I can start like load balancing it. I can start to you know tweak it this way and that way so it starts working better. If you know somebody or you yourself like have time to spare, I mean, I want this to be a grassroots thing. I want it to be open source. Like I want people to have access to it if they want to help refine it. Um, like this isn't going to be like a total dictatorship. I mean, I'm only going to have the final say when it comes to implementing and deploying the like an edit or a change that gets finalized. You know what I mean? Because I mean, well, I'm paying the bill, but I mean, just to there has to be some like oversight just to make sure that it's uh it's just happening like by a certain procedure basically, just so that we're following and we got version checking. We, you know what I mean? Like if you get a whole bunch of people willy nilly stepping on each other's toes editing code, it's just a big fucking nightmare. So like what we got to do is organize how how the work is distributed basically when it comes to like either coding stuff. But there's things like marketing, artwork. I mean, you, doing stuff for yourself and the site simultaneously, even because a lot of the content for the site's going to come and get derived from the people that are sharing publicly certain things, like so um and then there's so many avenues where this can go. There's so many avenues where this can go. Like not just with what people can create themselves, but and being able to publish yourself, but also in the sense that we can start funneling people into our fold, and then like start bringing people over, start creating an actual, you know, uh, like I don't want when I say tracking, it's going to send red flags up. When people go, oh, tracking. When I say tracking, I'm talking about tracking where, like, geographically people are, like, not your address and shit. I'm talking about like geographically, so we can go after local businesses and like like actual good mom and pop shops, and not these corporations, but sell ad space for good companies, and then you know effectively market, do what the shit was actually designed to do. Not the other shit and snoop on you. You know what I mean? Like, and like again, like there's a lot more to this. Like, we're gonna be getting into like streaming services as well. We're gonna be also getting into our own private VPNs. Fuck ExpressVPN and NordVPN and all these other cocksuckers. They're all fucking scams. Don't fucking like if you want to go watch a movie that's not available in your country on Netflix, yeah, okay, go get NordVPN then. But yeah, that's about it. You think you're getting protection from it? Not really. Only if you're going to public places like Starfucks or the airport or whatever. Like public places are a bit nasty, so a VPN is good for that. But that's about it. All these other places say, oh yeah, everything's confidential. We don't store log files. Well, if it's an American company, they have to store log files because they can't run their business license doing what they do without storing log files, because they have to be able to provide log files to the authorities at any certain point where a court order is fucking created. So we don't keep log files is bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. So don't even believe that for a fucking second. And I think it was NordVPN who, by the way, tried to keep quiet that they got hacked and a bunch of shit got out. And instead of telling people that it happened, they waited until they got caught trying to fucking clean it up. Yeah. So all the VPN's supposed to do basically is mask your IP address, and that way in between the end-to-end communication points your IP can't be known, and the encryption key will also encrypt the data that is tunneled through those 2 points. Your ISP knows your IP because that's how you connect to your ISP. Of course it fucking knows. VPN's useless unless you got another way of connecting. As far as tracking that kind of shit is concerned. But we have our own VPN, though. Everything can happen securely inside the server. And I'll be talking later, maybe a few podcasts from now, I'll be talking later about doing secure RTMP streams. Basically, what you're watching here on YouTube is an RTMP stream. You go to Twitch, gamers, videos, and what have you that were streamed. Those are all RTMP or RTMP or RTMS. I almost said R2D2. Fuck's sakes. Wow. I forgot to eat, so I'm eating now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right on. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, for sure. But there's all sorts of things that people can do. Like everything from moderation, setting up forums, groups. Like I'm not asking you to do my work for me. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that many hands makes a lighter load. That's all. And if it is to be a grassroots system, it should be duplicatable, which again is another reason why I'm using open source software, because anybody can duplicate this. Anybody with a server and a connection and half a brain. Because I'd be lucky if I even had that. So if I can do it, anybody can. But anyway, yeah, as we're going to be getting into like RTMP streaming, I've got an idea for secure RTMP streaming and stream switching and mixing, which would be great for things like remote shows, gamer competitions and what do you call it? What's a big one? Well, security systems is a big one. All kinds. There's all kinds of actual practical applications where you don't want an interruption, or second to that, you don't want somebody picking up your stream and rebroadcasting it somewhere else, like intercepting it. I mean, in some cases, it doesn't matter. Like, you want to intercept the stream? Great. Someone else is watching it. But if it's actual material that's paid content, or if it's private content, like let's say you're going to Florida and you want to reroute your security system feeds, which is using RTMP or another protocol, you want to reroute it somewhere else where you can pick it up. Or we can reroute it right to the server and you pick it up from our server through our private VPN from the country that you're on vacation in, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like that kind of application. Anyway, I'm still working on, I'm still in the outline planning stage of that right now. So I don't even know what the fuck to do to implement that. But that being said, there's a whole wide range of things that we can do with this. I want to take it for what's going to be used the most first. And that's, I mean, people like to watch videos. People like to listen to podcasts. And people like to read stories and books and pick through memes and shit. We can do the same thing. I want to acknowledge something. Salty saves. I'll talk with my mouth full. Hang on. Sorry I never got to the Pakistan blackout that other night a couple weeks ago. I have no idea how it even turned out. I didn't even look at it. I so bloody 5 different degrees and directions, so you know what I mean? But that said, I do apologize for not bringing it up because I had it written down. I didn't look at it. Well, not written down, but I had it marked out. And ended up not even doing that. I mean, didn't even look at it. Oh, look at me stuff my fucking face there. Wow. Very good. Mustache almost hangs over my mouth. Like I can't even see my mouth move half the time. I'm just talking like this. Anyway, sorry, I'm just looking at the stream, just checking up on that. All right, so it looks like it did its thing anyway. So let's see if this last job execution thing goes away now. The bad mother, watch your mouth. Yeah, last job ran 4 minutes ago. That's good. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, good. So that's that one off the list. All right. Good. Problem loading page, reloading in 1 second. Oh, good. It's making everything else work better now. Okay, good. See, that cron job, actually, it does a lot of updating. It updates a whole lot of, well, pretty much everything that requires a page update. So it doesn't have to use the Ajax backend, which is actually really kind of good. What? Oh, man. Oh, I fucking hate this mouse. Do. Yeah, this is the next big one I'll be doing. Oh, wait, no, not that one. Oh, it's not in here, is it? LDAP, though. I got to get an LDAP server installed so that LDAP takes you from the authentication stage and then basically populates a database on the local network, on the local net. And basically that way, if you're transferring from domain to domain, instead of being within the scope of the domain itself for users and passwords, the users and passwords are actually at the local network level and can be shared between applications. So essentially, it's a long-winded way of saying you log in once and you're logged into all of the fucking sites on the server that you have an account on. But essentially, what I'm also saying is that with the LDAP, once you set up an account with any of the sites on the server, you automatically have an account for all sites on the server. Anyway, I'm losing my mind talking about it. It sounds sillier when I say it, you know that? Anyway, so, okay, that's good. We tested this out. Fear Porn Propaganda, myself, tested this out last night. There's a talk application on here. So already, right now, if you guys were to sign in to Cloud42, you can have voice and video chat. It's set up conference rooms and what have you. Hang on a second here. What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know if she's getting into the shot or not, but probably not. What do you want? Beat it. Beat it. Oh, good puppy. All right. That's just my So what do you guys think? Should I, once I kind of establish an actual routine, like that's gonna happen? No, once I actually establish like an actual routine, should I do a daily morning coffee cast or what? Not a long one, just I don't know, just to wake your asses up. uh, I guess I have to have to show people the puppy dog. Can you want to come up? Come on. No. Come on, Maya. No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Walking towards the door. I know what you want. I know what you want. I ain't saying the word. You know, I ain't that stupid. All right. Oh, oh, you're using your words now. Yep. Huh? No. Oh, trying to get her to get into the camera, but she probably will. If I ignore her long enough, she'll hop up and like be like, "What the fuck? What gives?" Anyway, so if you're new to me, I swear a lot. So if you have kids and you're not a total degenerate, make sure they're not in the room when I'm on. um, yeah, I kind of, yeah, I don't really check my language at the door. I mean, I'll behave myself with others and the easily offended. But all right, what was the other one I want to do here? It is highly recommended to set up a distributed cache when using Nextcloud Talk Together with a high performance backend. Distributed cache. That's what we got to set up next. Distributed cache. Where do I find that? I guess under system. How many people do we got watching here right now? Let's see. Just curious. Wow, 6 people, and I'm one of them. So 5 people. That's great. Well, we're one thumb ahead of the. Actually, fuck that. I'll make that. I'll make that 2 thumbs ahead. We're all right. Okay, what are we doing here now? 75 minutes ago. So I've been irritating you for about an hour and 15 minutes already. All right, let's see what we got here. Make social networking more productive. Stay connected with far less useless people. That's a slogan for Cloud 42. Like I said, all of these visuals are going to be changing and what have you. Yep, Intel Xeon CPU E3 1220. Yes, it's a 6-year-old friggin' machine, and we got it for a deal. Our server should have been a lot more expensive had it been new, but they blew the dust off this one for us and pulled it out of storage and gave us a pretty decent deal. I'm pretty happy about that. What do we got here? So here's one thing, like just by default, I don't know why I'm getting a problem loading page. Reloading in 0 seconds. What the f is that about? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, but it's how much hard drive space we have in this thing is not very much. It's about enough to launch a project and determine its feasibility, and then have a proof of concept, and then we have to figure out how to make some fucking money and keep it in the system. Oh wow, that thing just logged me right the fuck out. Uh, that wasn't cool. Is it because of the other cron job? I think it is. No, it can't be. Hmm. Unless someone's in there trying to fuck it over. Yeah, problem loading page, problem reloading. What the hell? Come on, Rory. Fuck off. Here you go, please. Let's go check out the log files. You cunt. All right. That's not happening. That's not cool. Actually, I am on my Robert J. Morris channel. Technically. Oh, you just brought up a good point there, Salty. Thank you. You just reminded me. This will be the last time that I am going to be streaming the Truth Hurts podcast to Robert J. Morris channel. In fact, I have a Truth Hurts channel, which I'll show you guys in a little while. You can run over there and subscribe over there if you want or whatever, and get updates and all that good shit. Only reason why is because this account is still buggered. People who remember me from 5-6 years ago, there was a whole hubbub about people being blocked, and I couldn't unblock people because I couldn't access my community settings. That is still the case. I still can't unblock people from back then. I can't unblock anybody. In fact, I can't go to my community page and see who I blocked. It's broken on the Robert J. Morris channel. So these belong over on Truth Hurts anyway, just by name alone. So what I'll do is I'll give you guys the links you need to get over there and check it out. And what have you. I want a clean slate with everybody. Besides, half the accounts that were blocked probably don't even exist anymore anyway, because they're sock puppets to begin with. So, but I wanted to, in earnest, I want to basically wipe that slate clean. It's just my ex-girlfriend can't have access, and that's it. Psycho. But that's it. So yeah, clean slate. Everyone's in. Of course, until you piss me off. But I'll be very vocal about it and very, very simple about it. So yeah. No, that's just my really sexy graphics that say Truth Hurts. It's like that tunnel going deeper into the void. I gotta go. Warning, Will Robinson. Priest, OC. Hang on a second. Okay. Oh, you motherfucker. Really? All right, let's look up that whole fucking thing. Actually, I'm going to do it for... Hi, dog. What are you doing, dog? Hey, puppy dog. Maya. You a good girl? Yeah? You being a good girl? Yeah. Oh. Get the bum scratches. Oh, you get the bum scratch. Bum scratch. And the belly rub. Good girl. All right. Now fuck off. Go. On. Go lay down. Yeah, go lay down. Go on. Beat it. We'll go out soon. Don't worry. We'll go out really soon. All right. That doesn't seem to be the thing I'm looking for. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I mean, I didn't think I'd have 2 people, let alone 5 or 6. But it's been going probably about almost 90 minutes, hour and a half. Share folder by link fails and folder is in external storage. That's in 2017. Hey, pro tip. When you're looking up shit that you have no idea about, make sure the date's somewhat close to where you are in real life. Don't go find code from like fucking 2007 for a version of software that you're using in 2021. You know what I mean? Or it came out in 2020 or something, because you're gonna probably run into problems. I'm pretty sure. Like files folders. Is it the external? Okay. I wonder if it has to do with the external. Okay. That's the error. That's the error I'm having. Yeah. See, even programmers have the same kind of joke. Easiest solution seems to be to disable the warning from where the wrappers are added with a comment describing that we know what we're doing here. That's how they talk to each other. Nobody knows everything. And if you come across a problem and you find a supposed solution, don't jump in. Don't jump in. Don't jump in right away. It could be bad advice. At the very worst case scenario, they did it purposefully to just fuck with you and make you screw your system up. And at the best of bad advice, they had great intentions, but it only was specifically for their problem. Their problem might have a similar result to you and your problem, but the core cause might be completely unrelated and the solution might be completely different. So you really have to look. That only comes with experience. There's no way to know that shit. It's just about falling on your face. And if you notice how ugly my face is, yeah, I've fallen on it a few times. I wonder if it's because the fuck did I do the other ones? Add missing index. Oh right, that's not gonna work. All right, that's it. Oop. Oh yeah, still got this from last night. Oh well, it's noon somewhere. All right, what we got here? What do I want to do here? Oh yeah. So that was that time that I fucked that up. And content. That's the one I want right there. What? Oh. No, I want the www data on there. All right, that was one too many W's, wasn't it? That one. All right. All right, fuckers. Here we got here. Yeah, I can go. Bye bye. Don't need that now. I wonder if that's screwing it up actually. Oh yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Oops. Actually, two. Hey, Linda, Mom, how are you there? You want to learn some server administration? Well, you're in luck. Just don't do anything I do and you'll be fine. Oh, what am I doing there? Oh. Is that OCC? There it is. Okay. I think we're missing indices. PHP OCCTV as missing indexes. Okay. Okay, good. I should do these late at night so that way find it way easier to fall asleep. Just fall asleep to the soothing sound of my voice. Until I yell at you. All right. I know that that's not what I'm looking at. Yes, it's true. I have not slept yet. Son of a bitch. What to do here is right. What do we got here? What the fuck do we got going here? Storage wrapper share permissions was not registered via the OC file system. Is it still doing it? Oh, yeah. Seconds ago. All right. Well, yeah, that's just fucking shooting down the goddamn page now. All right. Well, all right. Okay. Well, share permissions was not registered in the OC file system. It's a funny looking O. Is that an O? Yeah, it is an O. Oh, it's not a. Okay. Fucking. Looks like a wonky fucking donut. But yeah, if you guys want, you can go to cloud42epgn.ch, set up an account. I'll give you some roles. Get on here, piss around, screw around, do whatever you want. Can't really break anything. That's my job. If I do things right, you shouldn't be able to break it. If it breaks, it's because I did something wrong. If you try to fuck it up, well, it's already fucked up. I already did that for you. But yeah, no, it's gonna work out quite well, actually. Like I said, once I get past these little rickety bits here. What the fuck am I looking for? Sharing? No, is it sharing? External storages. Storage wrappers. Where are storage wrappers kept? Daily flow, external sites. Hey, Dragon Don. Hey. Long time no see there, mister. All right. Oh. Apps files. Apps dev. Web dev. Okay. All right. Maybe I think I might have an idea here. Is there a web dev down here? I think they're just because I never actually set up WebDAV, so there's probably a bit of an issue going on there. I wonder if I have a WebDAV functionality installed or not in here. Oh, we got lots of updates. Shit. Oh, that could be causing problems too. I thought I did an update. Oh, guess it didn't update the apps. All right, good. Yeah, take care, Don. Yeah, we'll have to catch up one of these days. Give me a ring, man. Update you on the stories. Ask Siri. Actually, it's funny you say that, Linda, because actually another open source project that I'm working on is called Mycroft, and it's an open source version of a personal assistant. Mine is called Montgomery, and he's the sarcastic AI radio host that I've been working on. A little bit of a secret, but not really. But it'll be interesting, it'll be fun. And he's Irish. Is this sea sucker gonna actually like load or what? No. You know what? This is how we're gonna get it. Maya, show everyone how you like carrots. Would you like carrots? Want to get a carrot? Get a carrot. Come on, up, up. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, there she is. Come on, baby. Yeah. Good girl. That's Maya. That's my girl. Why didn't I just say that out loud? I'm just sitting here typing like a fucking retard. Yeah. No, I can't afford to drink like I used to. I'm just going to say what I just wrote. Yeah. Still haven't even touched that in hours. Surprised it's still a bit cool. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll send that to her right after. I'm gonna be I'm gonna shut this podcast down very shortly because what I'm gonna do is the beautiful thing about Linux is if the system is working, you don't need to reboot the thing. This thing has been running solid for about 28 days without a reboot and working rock solid. Well, right here it's not a demonstration of rock solid, but it's not a problem with the server. It's actually just a problem with what's going on with these updates. I don't know if it's updating or if it's trying to find what the updates are and it's having an issue. I might have to do it from the command line. But I'm gonna do a complete total fresh restart, and I'll probably just do this from the command line. It's a lot easier. It doesn't have to go over the web page. But yeah, I'm probably gonna shut this down in about 5-6 minutes, and well, I'll probably be back a little later on anyway, because I want to continue on with this. The very first one I did was a little bit rough, but I mean, it kind of just gave you a really general outline of what it was I was trying to Frankenstein together. And now, kind of, it's a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more. I guess you could say. I don't want to say defined, because it's going to change as it goes anyway. But basically, it's got a structure, like I said, and this is the core root of the structure. Like, is the file system cloud. It's where you upload your files to. That's your space, and then what you do with those files is up to you, and what those files are is up to you, and everything else is up to you. When it's all said and done, they will be encrypted files, like so your files are protected by your password. Like, I can't even get into them unless you share them publicly. You have access to your files. And I'm going to be looking into alternate places to store, so I have other external sites. We're gonna be opening this up to the public as well, in a sense. Like, if you have other locations and file like cloud storage, let me start that sentence again. If you have other file storage clouds that you use, you can set up the external storage on here. And another cool thing is, actually, I can literally pull the Discord channels into here as well. There's a lot of cross compatible bits and pieces that I'm trying to interconnect, so that way, you don't have to go back to Discord if you're working on a project with your group. You don't have to go back to Facebook if you want to, share a link or this or that. Do it all right from here. And fuck them. The only value in Facebook is the occasional person. That's the only value in Facebook. But that said, I mean, especially for businesses or if you're advertising, that can be a lot. That's a make it or break it situation. So providing that is going to be a part of the course. But yeah, everything's going to be very, very, very private. We're not going to be farming your information. We're only going to take the information from you that we need for the site to be able to physically operate, for it to do what it needs to do. Like, to give you an IP address, you need a login name. It needs a password. Email address, has to be verified. We'll have a 2FA system, like a two-factor authentication, that will basically, that means that we don't have to have that much information about you. You can just have your own thing. If you fuck up your 2FA, that's on you. It's not on us. So, but you know what I mean? Like, so that kind of a system is just very, very mildly, like, I don't even care if you personally, maybe the public. I mean, we're going to make the rules together. So don't fucking depend on me to make the rules, for one, because it would be a robocracy for sure. But I mean, freedom of speech is important. Being constitutionally minded is important. And in order for us to achieve that, we kind of have to work together. You have to tell me what you want. We have to start coming up with, lists. Let's make some lists. Let's list things that we would like, and then prioritize them, and then make them happen. And then we enforce them, And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end that off for the moment. I do want to thank you all for joining me. It's been extra cool having y'all, and well, we're going to say ciao for now, guys. let me know in the comments on this video here. You can contact me directly, rob.morris74@gmail.com. You can find me on Discord. What's my thing? It tells you here somewhere, doesn't it? It says copied. Piss off. Oh, I see. Copied. Yeah, Tiberius 74, number sign 4603. And you can find me on Discord that way. And I can send you into the hertologist and the STSHian roles there. I have to give you roles so you can get into the right lobby, because I do have several different channels on Discord. So if you get in there and you can't go anywhere right away, don't disparage. I'll get to you. I'll add you as a friend, and then I'll give you the roles that you need to get where you want to go. If you're Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto online player, I do that too on occasion, and sometimes I even stream it. If you want to get into that, I can give you the role for that, and you can join my crew, and we can play GTA online and wreak havoc and take out our aggressions on pixels, little motherfucking pixels, and kill them and explode them. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, guys, it's been great. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for having me in your morning. And again, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Play safe. And peace. Forgot where the camera was. Ooh.